आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, nationwide anger. The Trinamool government is giving a lot of patronage to the accused, so much so that the rapist lawyer has now gone ahead to victim shame in the most horrendous way. At 8:30 p.m. tonight, the embarrassing sight of another fight in the Congress party. DK Shivakumar, very unhappy, very angry, says what option does he have but to stay on in the government. And at 9 o'clock tonight, a Muslim leader who compares the Kawar Yatra to the Pahalgam attack, and we'll tell you why at 9 o'clock his analogy is totally unacceptable. First, ladies and gentlemen, on the debate, there's something very dirty in the way in which the rapist in Kolkata, Monojit Mishra, is getting a long rope, a very long rope from the state government. I'm not just saying this because it is a known fact that the rapist has the patronage, the support, and has been a very senior leader of the Trinamool Congress Students' Wing. I'm saying this because the rapist has been so emboldened by Trinamool Congress support, so sure that he has the whole machinery behind him, that he's now asked his lawyer to slander his victim, to claim that this was not an act of rape but of consensual sex, to have the temerity to say after what he's done that it was not a scratch but a love bite on his neck. And so easy is it, ladies and gentlemen, for a rapist to talk like this in Kolkata today. You know why? Because rapists in Kolkata feel emboldened by the actions, or rather the inaction, of the Mamata Banerjee government. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to play a small soundbite of what the lawyer for the rapist has said, and then I'll give you my point of view on it.
প্রসিকিউশন কি এই কথাটা বলেছে যে তার ঘাড়ে একখানা লাভ বাইট পাওয়া গেছে? মনোজিৎ মিশ্রার এই কথাটা আপনাদেরকে প্রসিকিউশন বলেনি। যদি রেপ হয় কোনোদিন লাভ বাইট পাওয়া যায় না, যেটা আমি আমার ক্লায়েন্টের সঙ্গে দেখা করে তাকে এক্সামিন করে এসে আপনাদের সামনে বলছি।
So just imagine this. Mamata Banerjee has still not spoken a word because she feels nothing. She sees everything but feels nothing. Mamata Banerjee will watch this kind of comment being made, but she's so hungry for that seat of the chief minister, she will put up with everything. In Bengal today, even a goon and a rapist can silence Mamata Banerjee because she runs a government that is dependent on this kind of a mafia. Monojit Mishra represents the lowest of the low that Mamata Banerjee and her Trinamool Congress and Abhishek Banerjee are sponsoring and encouraging. These goons, these rapists, these outlaws, these rascals, they've all got a long run because of one person, Mamata Banerjee, a person who is determined to ruin Bengal. Her single contribution is to ruin Bengal, to allow rapists to get away, to allow the mafia to run riot, to allow the worst kind of Muslim appeasement, to allow a demographic change of Bengal, to open the borders literally and allow all kinds of infiltration, to carry out cattle smuggling. This is not a government, it's a mafia itself, ladies and gentlemen. Now, none of this could have happened without political patronage, and none of this is happening without political patronage. Monojit was appointed as an ad hoc faculty after the approval of the governing body of the college, which is headed by Mamata Banerjee's right-hand man, Ashok Deb. He is the ex-general secretary of the South Kolkata district of the Trinamool Congress Chhatra Parishad, and he came to that position because reportedly of the support of Abhishek Banerjee, who likes to collect goons like him. Ladies and gentlemen, as further proof and testimony, I show you another letter tonight, and I shall put this out on republicworld.com. And what does this letter show? This letter shows that in 2019, a letter was written by the then principal of the college to the police saying they are having an event in the college and that Monojit Mishra has promised Gundaism on the day of the event, and hence security should be provided to save the college from the Gundaism of Monojit Mishra. This Gunda, this outlaw, this rapist was put in that position by none other than Mamata Banerjee. Mamata Banerjee is responsible. Mamata Banerjee is the main person at the center of this entire operation, ladies and gentlemen. And she has no courage. She has no courage. She will sit there quietly because all she wants is the Muslim vote and appeasement and corruption and the support of the mafia. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say that when this rapist is targeting his victim, he's doing the same thing he has learned from Mamata Banerjee. Mamata Banerjee also targets rape victims. In 2012, in the Park Street rape case, she called the victim of the case a liar. She called the entire episode a shajana ghatana, or a fabricated incident. She said, how do you know if she was raped? How do you know if a 14-year-old was raped? It was a love affair gone wrong. Mamata Banerjee, I'll be direct with you. If the victim had been someone from your family, would you have spoken like this? If the victim was someone you knew, would you have spoken this language? Would you have been so anti-woman? You're anti-woman, Mamata Banerjee. You must quit. You must be thrown out of the office. Ladies and gentlemen, the same language is spoken by Kalyan Banerjee, who learns from Mamata Banerjee and says, what can be done if a friend rapes a friend? This seems to be a pro-rape party. And no. On these issues, Sagarika Ghosh and Mahua Maitra will not talk because, you see, they've been given their small little seats in parliament. They are so afraid of speaking out. Compromised people. Ladies and gentlemen, Madan Mitra also learns from Mamata Banerjee, and he says that the incident has sent a message to girls that if someone calls you when the college is closed, don't go, nothing good will come out of it. If the girl had not gone to the college, the incident would not have happened, which means girls should not go to college. If girls go to college, they should be prepared to be raped. The message has gone from Madan Mitra. And all these people have learned from whom? Mamata Banerjee, the most anti-woman political leader in this country, the most corrupt government ever in the history of this country. Ladies and gentlemen, a case should have been filed at that point of time against Mamata Banerjee, I feel. Mamata Banerjee should have faced a serious charge and been interrogated for making these comments about women. But this lawyer should also be accused for outraging the modesty of a woman and be held for professional misconduct. They all learn from one person, the center of this entire terrible operation, Mamata Banerjee, a chief minister who is so scared that she hasn't spoken a word, not one word. And there are sections of the media in Bengal who she has bought out. But there is Republic Bangla, and Republic Bangla is saying to you on your face, Mamata Banerjee, have some shame. Don't destroy the state any further. Quit.
Shocking and shameful are the only words that can describe. Shocking and shameful are the only words that can describe the truth coming out in Kolkata gang rape. Victim alleged that she was assaulted by hockey stick. It was recovered from crime scene. She said that her ordeal was filmed by the brutes to threaten her. The video was recovered. She alleged that they dragged her to the guard room. Her testimony matches the CCTV evidence. Yet the main accused, Monojit Mishra's advocate, called this heinous crime a conspiracy.
এফআইআর কপি দেখলে আমার মনে হয় কাউকে আইনজীবী হতে হবে। এফআইআর কপি দেখলে বোঝা যাবে এটা একটা ষড়যন্ত্র, একে ফাঁসানো হয়েছে।
The shameless man resorted to victim shaming and claimed that Monojit had a love bite.
প্রসিকিউশন কি এই কথাটা বলেছে যে তার ঘাড়ে একখানা লাভ বাইট পাওয়া গেছে? মনোজিৎ মিশ্রার এই কথাটা আপনাদেরকে প্রসিকিউশন বলেনি। যদি রেপ হয় কোনোদিন লাভ বাইট পাওয়া যায় না, যেটা আমি আমার ক্লায়েন্টের সঙ্গে দেখা করে তাকে এক্সামিন করে এসে আপনাদের সামনে বলছি।
The accused and his lawyer have stooped to the lowest and are running a character assassination campaign.
কিসের ভিডিও আছে? আপনারা বড় হয়েছেন যথেষ্ট, এত বছর ধরে ওকালে আপনারা প্রেসে কাজ করছেন, আপনারা বুঝতেই পাচ্ছেন কিসের। আমি তো বলেই দিলাম লাভ বাইট যদি কারোর গলায় থাকে তাহলে কি ভিডিও হতে পারে।
The shameful rhetoric. Why did the victim go out so late at night?
আমার মক্কেল একা ছিল না, আমার মক্কেলের সঙ্গে তো ওই ভিকটিমও ছিল। তাহলে এবার আপনি বলুন একটা ভিকটিম কি করছিল তখন ওই রাতে?
Incidentally, it's almost the same language that TMC leaders are speaking.
वो लड़की अगर नहीं जाता तो ये घटना नहीं घटते थे। अगर जाने का टाइम लड़की किसी को बता के जाते थे, दो सहेलियां लेके जाते थे, ये नहीं घटते। वो जो देख रहे हम जो गंदा काम किया, वो he had taken the advantage of the situation.
Father of the victim only wants justice for his daughter.
20 তারিখ একটা ঘটনা ঘটে সাউথ ক্যালকাটা ল কলেজে এবং সেই ঘটনা এখন গোটা রাজ্যে ছড়িয়ে পড়েছে, গোটা রাজ্য উত্তাল। সেক্ষেত্রে সামনে আসে যে আপনাদের যিনি আইনজীবী ছিলেন অরিন্দম কাঞ্জিলাল, তিনি দাবি করেছিলেন যারা গ্রেপ্তার হয়েছেন তার মধ্যে মনোজিৎ কোনোভাবেই মূল অভিযুক্ত নয় বলে তিনি মনে করছেন। কি বলবেন, কারণ আপনি তো নির্যাতিতার বাবা।
আমার বলার আছে, অরিন্দম কাঞ্জিলাল আমার লয়ার নয়। আমি যাকে অ্যাপয়েন্টেড করেছি ওদের হাইকোর্টের লয়ার মিস্টার অরিন্দম জানা। আর দ্বিতীয়ত এই যে ন্যাক্কারজনক ঘটনা ঘটিয়েছে তার আমি সর্বোচ্চ শাস্তি চাই।
But all the victim has received so far is complete silence on the alleged TMC patronage. Mamata has neither spoken nor taken any action on the statements on her own leaders. The silence is deafening. Mamata must act or quit.
The reality is that Mamata Banerjee is hiding. The question is, how long can Mamata Banerjee hide? How many occasions can Mamata Banerjee hide in? She hides during Sandesh Khali, she hides during Arjikor. She is hiding now. Not one word, not one word. It is so shameful. It is so shameful. And she is allowing this, Priyanka Tibrewal, the rapist, and her party leaders are spreading a theory that the girl deserved to be raped. The rapist is saying that it was consensual sex. By this logic, every rapist can say that his victim asked for it. This is the most perverted argument that can be made. But perverted arguments are always made by the Trinamool Congress. And this kind of perversion, who has taught this perversion? This perversion has been taught by Mamata Banerjee, who said in the Park Street rape case, it is a Shajano Ghotona. This perversion Who has taught Kalyan Banerjee this perversion? Before Mahua Maitra questions Kalyan Banerjee, she should acknowledge that Kalyan Banerjee has learnt this perversion from Mamata Banerjee. But Mahua Maitra can't say that. She'll lose her job. Because Mamata Banerjee said when a 14-year-old girl was gang raped in Hashkali, she said, it's a love affair gone wrong. A 14-year-old girl. Yes. So this perversion we are having to see. We are also seeing a chief minister who is a coward, who's gone into hiding. Priyanka, I cannot believe.
She's hiding.
She's gone into hiding. Priyanka, can you believe it? I mean, is she not ashamed of being in hiding?
They take pride in saying that she is the only women chief minister. They take great
why is
pride
she in
saying
hiding?
that. Because she doesn't have anything to say. She doesn't have the guts to show her face.
That's true.
We see her doing meetings with Maulanas after a riot takes place. After one particular community is attacked, she calls the Maulvis and sits with them. But here, we didn't see her going and visiting the parents. We didn't see her going and speaking to the victim. She's quiet because she's on the back foot. Because pervert from her own party, they are the criminals. They are the rapists. And TMC is a party who supports rapists. And this we have seen in the past also. As you rightly mentioned about Park Street, as you rightly mentioned about Haskali, look at the audacity. How Kalyan Banerjee says that one friend has a right to rape another friend. And they are helpless in it.
No. And
do you send your children to colleges to get raped?
Not one Trinamool Congress leader officially has come out and said we will file a case against this lawyer for slandering the victim. So they've taken, principally they take a pro-rapist line. Right? I have
There's
in my hands a letter.
A deep-rooted conspiracy in this.
Yeah. So the question...
Arnab, last 2 days, the person who was saying that he is the advocate of the girl who was giving interviews, the father has said today that he is actually not the advocate.
No.
I was saying that he is another Trinamool member.
No, but you see, the point here is this, right? That the entire Trinamool Congress is sitting and watching as the victim is being attacked. You, Niladri, are therefore an invertebrate. You are a spineless person, unable to speak up and be counted for. And I have always said this. The lawyer is saying, now the lawyer says that my client is a victim. Now don't say it's a lawyer's right to say whatever. It is the long rope being given to a Trinamool Congress leader.
I believe the lawyers should have been more circumspect. Letting out what is the defense strategy.
It's all one group.
None of the lawyers, when we do as a defense counsel, we do not divulge our strategy in public.
No. This is not strategy. He's being encouraged to do this by the Trinamool Congress. 1 minute. What is the difference? 1 minute. Essentially. Okay. Has Kalyan Banerjee been thrown out of the party? 1 minute. The perverted comments, the dirty, vulgar, perverted comments have been made by Kalyan Banerjee. Does Mamata Banerjee have the guts to remove Kalyan Banerjee? Does Mamata Banerjee...
Whatever Kalyan
she doesn't have the guts. She is scared. She's holding on to a chair like this. She's scared. She's scared. She's scared of the people making perverted comments because she makes these perverted comments as well.
Her government has already taken the relevance.
No, she has no right. No. You see. What? Okay.
Or you want the police to do the investigation?
Okay, let's see.
The police is already doing its job.
Niladri, listen to me, please. Okay. Mamata Banerjee is sponsoring the people who are attacking the victim. She has
I don't
refused.
agree with
Many
you, Arnab.
people have
I
asked
don't
her to
agree with
sack Madan Mitra.
I don't.
She has said, I will not sack Madan Mitra.
Madan Mitra has already apologized for his comment.
What, apologize?
He has
after
already apologized for
okay,
his
so
comment. Madan Mitra has already apologized for his comment.
after supporting a
What do you want?
rapist,
You want
he has supported the act of rape. Do you know how serious that is?
He
He's
has
saying,
not supported the act of
Niladri, I'll tell you why he has. Niladri,
functionaries have supported the act of the rape.
Niladri,
It is a fact. Everyone has gone on record saying that they have condemned.
volume up. 1 minute, Niladri. Niladri.
Yes,
Niladri, Shazia is also on. And Shazia, I believe these Trinamool leaders are supporting the act of rape because Madan Mitra of the Trinamool Congress said that why did she go to the college without being accompanied by other girls? Therefore, she put herself in a situation. Can you please be quiet? Can you please be quiet? There are some things we can forgive, some things we can't. I am opening the lines here. I cannot forgive a person who says, what Madan Mitra, very, very, very senior Trinamool leader, right-hand person of Mamata Banerjee, is saying, if a girl goes to a college unaccompanied by men, or by unaccompanied by women, then she is inviting an act of rape, which means if you go to a college without being accompanied by other girls, don't complain if you are raped. If you are raped, this is a pro-rape justification of rape made by Mamata Banerjee's right-hand person, and Mamata Banerjee is quiet. She's not acted against him. Shazia.
I think it's really shocking, and this has not happened for the first time. Starting from Birbhum and then Sandesh Khali, and then we saw what happened when to the families of those and those particular women whose families did not vote for BJP, and what NHRC had to say till now to RG Kar and now. There is something very strange happens in West Bengal, and I think rapes are such a blot on our conscience, singularly, collectively, and all of that. But in West Bengal, something strange happens, that every perpetrator has a political backer. And all of these men enjoy that clout, are very much part of the system, a very compromised system, which allows, yes, you said, rape enablers, rape justifiers, and serial offenders like the ones we see. And this victim shaming and victim blaming that we hear from grown-up, educated men, so to speak, legislators who are victim shaming a girl who has endured something so horrific. And imagine there are legislators there who say that, oh, she should not have met this man. She should not have known him. Why did she go alone to meet him? Can you imagine? Look at the campuses. Campuses have become a haven for rape. There is complete digital exploitation that is going on. And each of the perpetrators is protected by the system. A system that has completely crumbled, that has totally proven disastrous for women and their safety. So whether shielding of a rapist or victim shaming, or is justifying the acts of rape and sexual deviance of the kind we've seen with this person who was the Chhatra Parishad head, who's enjoyed the clout and the position of power, that is allowed to get away with it. Because this is not the first time this has happened. It has happened many times before. And to think of the fact that this woman was raped, the videos were taken, there was footage that was recorded to lure others into doing the same, and to harass her, that she lived in this kind of space of fear and silence.
No,
but overall in West Bengal, I think,
I'll tell you, I'll say this to you. Someone said here, what about the women MPs of the Trinamool Congress? I have no doubt in saying they are compromised.
On them, whether it's Chagrika, whether it's Mahaba Moitra, whether it's a whole lot of them, I want to take their names. They are the ones who shout the most. They've been bought over, haven't they? They are such. Now, they love to name call and virtue signal, but they're quiet.
The thing is,
it comes to the RG Kaur victim.
The thing is, they have been given a job. Their job is to defend Her Majesty Mamata Banerjee. Now, Her Majesty Mamata Banerjee, who's soon about to lose her crown, in the Park Street rape case, she said it's a Shahjano Ghatana. Listening to her, her Member of Parliament, Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar, even suggested that the victim was a sex worker and that the rape resulted from a dispute with a client. Now, where does Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar learn this kind of perverted thinking? She learns it from her guru of such thinking, which is Mamata Banerjee. Mamata Banerjee in 2022, when a small girl is gang raped and killed, she says, how can you say she was raped? Maybe she had a love affair. Maybe she's pregnant. 14-year-old girl. Now, before you open your mouth, Tausif, if you don't answer the question, you will be designated a coward by the viewers, not me. But if you open your mouth today, you can answer the question. Did Mamata Banerjee say, when a 14-year-old girl was gang raped and killed in Noida, that it was a love affair gone wrong and maybe she was pregnant? Did she say that or not?
Very sad.
But that is the truth. Did she say that or not? Did she say that or not? Did she say that or not? You are muted yourself. I will mute you if you don't answer the question. Did she say?
What did Kuldeep Singh said? What did Brij Bhushan said? What did Yogi Adityanath said? If you have to talk about statements, talk about every
Avoid the
statement.
question completely.
You are showing a defense lawyer
Shazia.
defending his
No, look at this. Tausif, just a minute. Tausif, considering you belong to West Bengal, and at this point of time, considering I consider you a decent human being, that you should have spared some time for those women who have suffered the atrocities that they have. You have no time to even discuss them because you're so busy scoring political points. You don't even think, the victim even deserves some time from you, some attention from you. That's how badly you think of your own female colleagues and female voters and female citizens of West Bengal. You don't even want to spare. You don't even want to spare a thought or a few words. You don't want them to be discussed also. Is that what's happened to you? What kind of a politician have you become, my friend Tausif?
Shameless
You keep talking about West Bengal.
What kind of a politician? He's become a shameless politician. He's become a typical shameless politician and a loyal chamcha of Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee.
Imagine the extent to which you would go to.
And in order to do his chamchagiri, he is using this forum to do chamchagiri.
Very sad, Tausif, you can have some concern and you would want to use this space. You would
Tausif, louder, Tausif.
Being a woman, you are defending a rapist. You are defending a rapist, Shazia. You have no concern. You are defending these rapists. Just because a rape convict is Kuldeep Singh, your BJP MLA, you do not want death penalty for rapists. You do not want death penalty for rapists because
rape deserves to be talked about.
Is BJP MLA Kuldeep
humanity, basic dignity. You don't think she deserves that? You want to even take that away from her?
1 minute. Before I move on, I have Ravi joining from Hyderabad. I'll take a few quick calls. Ravi, let's just remain cool out here. Don't worry. One sec. Ravi, are you there? Ravi? No, Ravi is not there. Priyanka, people are appalled today. Appalled. They are saying, is this the language of Mamata Banerjee? I'm saying yes. The language of Madan Mitra and Kalyan Banerjee, who are accusing the rape victim and protecting the rapist, is the language of Mamata. This is her language. And imagine today, viewers, the so-called pseudo-secular brigade was positioning her as Prime Minister of India. The India Alliance, she got so ambitious at one time. She said, I'll be Prime Minister. Abhishek Banerjee would be more than happy if she goes to Delhi, whether or not she becomes, because he wants to be Chief Minister. Everybody knows there's a fight going on there. But whatever the fight may be going on between Abhishek and Mamata, directly, indirectly, open, not open, but the fact is, I don't care. People are not scared. Niladri, you must understand, in the RG Kaur case, your party tried to threaten the protesters. You said, Arup Chakraborty, I think he's your party leader, MP, he said that to the protesters, we will not save you if public anger comes on you. In other words, you threaten the protesters saying you'll put Trinamool Gundas after them. This is when they put a rally in Bankura. But I will tell you one thing, nobody will save you when you are thrown out of office. People will ask questions. People will drag you to the courts. The level of injustice that you have done. I'm not talking about karma. Your leader, she sent Humayun Kabir to the house of 9-year-old Tamanna to give some money to Tamanna's mother, and Tamanna's mother threw it back at your leader, and Mamata Banerjee cannot buy the people, Mamata Banerjee cannot buy the people, the victims. I warn you tonight. Go tell Mamata Banerjee. Arnab Goswami said this. Go tell her she should quit. Ask her if she has the guts to face me in an interview.
What has to take? As far as Humayun,
All you leaders, you people, Amit Mitra should quit.
He did not
All
as per the
people
party,
with
the
a conscience should quit the Trinamool Congress.
As far as
CM
Ajith
can
Kumar,
humiliate
the
victims
rape
of
is
sexual
concerned,
violence.
the
Niladri and Priyanka.
He's taking all these steps. He's taking
That is
all
what
these
the
steps,
government is saying
and they have
here,
done the
that
steps
10 lakh
properly.
rupees if you
Wait
lose
for the
your
report.
life,
And to
2 lakh
Priyanka, I
rupees
say,
if you
where
lose
was
your life
Yogi
in a bomb
Adityanath when
incident,
Hathras happened?
and
You were
if
wanting
you are
Mamata
raped,
Banerjee to visit.
then
Where was Yogi
15,000,
Adityanath when the
25,000
Hathras
depending
incident
on your
happened? When the
age.
girl was
This is
raped,
the thought of
when
a
the
chief
girl
minister.
was raped,
What more do you expect?
the Dalit-
Their
the
minister,
Dalit was raped.
Manas Bhuiya, today
Where
himself
is-
said
where is-
that this is
where
a
was
small
Yogi
incident.
Adityanath?
I am telling
Manas
you,
Bhuiya
party
did not
workers
make a
should be
comment on the Calcutta Cabinet case. The
Aage
clarification is
badho.
also
This is
there.
what their minister
The
said
clarification
today,
is also there
that it is
Manas
a
Bhuiya
small
did not make
incident.
it.
Now, no wonder
Statement of the
because they are
Calcutta
saying
Cabinet.
the chief
He
minister
said if any
spoke about
incident
it,
after, it
he
is all,
has not
everything is
even
gone,
spoken
gone,
a
gallo,
single
gallo,
word.
gallo.
And they are
Don't-
again and
don't-
again
don't try to
claiming that
blame the
this
government
person
for everything.
has nothing to do with our
Don't try to
party.
blame the government
Although
for everything.
everything
The
has to be
government is
dealt with the party
Bonesta.
because
doing
including
everything
the small
it has to happen. The government has taken all steps. The prosecution has taken all steps. Wait for the trial to complete. Being a lawyer, I don't understand how your political color blinds you
are
off.
also
Priyanka,
and not to
be
forget
a lawyer first. You have a
not to
responsibility towards the
forget
court.
Arnab.
Don't
See,
get
Madan
yourself
Mitra,
blinded
Priyanka.
by your
there was a
political.
charge of rape.
state-
There was a charge of rape on Madan Mitra.
state-
That girl was killed and murdered. Till date,
Which girl? Which
nothing
girl?
came out.
Which-
Because
No wonder
police did
Madan
all the
Mitra
cover-up.
speaks
Which
like
FIR
this.
you're telling about Madan Mitra?
Yeah, no
Which
wonder
girl,
because he
which
himself
rape?
is of
Niladri.
Don't make this kind of
Niladri.
rapist.
Don't make these
Trinamool is
kind
a
of loose
party of
comments,
social
Priyanka.
organizers.
Don't make these kind of loose comments against Mr. Mitra.
What
Which girl,
loose
which
comment?
rape?
It is there.
Which girl,
Everybody
which
knows.
rape?
Don't lie.
This constitutes an act of defamation.
Filed against
Priyanka,
him.
don't make these kind of comments.
Niladri, I don't care. Go file a defamation.
Political-
I don't care. Go file a defamation. Everybody knows. Everyone knows this.
political color
Don't try to say
Okay,
that how good they are.
Niladri, don't try to divert from the issue. Did Madan Mitra justify an act of rape if a woman goes to a college unescorted by other women? Did he say that?
An act of rape.
Did he say? Keep quiet, please. Listen to me.
And even if he had said this, he has
Even if he has said,
for it.
look at his language. He says, even if he has said, look at his language tonight. Look at his language.
But he has apologized for it. But my question to Priyanka is, where was Yogi Adityanath when Hathras happened? When the Dalit girl was
No.
raped? Where was Yogi Adityanath at that point in time?
এক মিনিট 2 মিনিট
Don't
নীলাদ্রি
ask.
একটু চুপ থাকো 2 মিনিট একটু 2 মিনিট চুপ থাকবেন আপনি এক মিনিট one sec Priyanka 1 minute see the fundamental point is Trinamool Congress top leaders are talking about the circumstances that are appropriate for an act of rape. Among those circumstances they say are an appropriate circumstance to provide a justification for a woman being raped is if a woman goes to her own college unescorted by other women, then if she is raped, she should not complain. There's a message being sent to all women and parents of women and family members of women going to college that if you go to a college, if there are no other girls with you and you're going alone and if you're raped, in a Mamata Banerjee's time, you can't complain. This is the fact. That's what I call giving a justification for an act of rape.
Yes.
Horrendous.
And that's shocking. I mean, you're justifying the act of rape and you're kind of encouraging and abetting the rapist, so to speak, that you can go ahead because the woman is unescorted. Where does it happen? I remember 20 years back we should discuss this. I cannot imagine legislators, senior people, actually shielding a rapist and defending the rapist and condoning his acts.
Sandhya, no one
Instead
has
of actually
defended
talking
the
about the
rapist.
system.
Let's start with that premise first, that no one has defended the rapist. Why do you say that the party has defended the rapist? The party has
Criminalization of
condemned
politics.
the worst
Look at what has happened in West Bengal. The problem, I mean, it's terrible that rapes are happening, but they're being done by perpetrators who have political backing. That is the problem that I have in West Bengal. And Mamata Banerjee just watches it all. I mean, with some brazenness. But it keeps on happening. Look at the Gunda Raj.
The party is not trying to shield the rapist.
Permeated. Gundaism has permeated deeply.
Listen, there will be in a basket, there may be one or two bad apples, but that doesn't make the whole basket bad.
Political elements.
If
That is shocking.
Monojit has done this,
That is the shocking part, and you're okay with all kinds of statements being made. Look at what the girl must be going through. It is terrible. That she was recorded.
When will Mamata come out of hiding, Tausif? Tausif, when will Mamata come out of hiding? Where is she hiding?
Arnab, Monojit
Where is she
Mishra
hiding?
was arrested.
Where is
within 12
Mamata
hours.
Banerjee hiding?
No. How
Where
long
is
did it
the
take
nation
to
wants
arrest
to know?
Kuldeep Sanghal?
Where is Mamata Banerjee hiding?
How long did it take?
Where is
to
Mamata
arrest
Banerjee
Kuldeep
hiding?
Sanghal
কোথায়
in
উনি
Uttar
লুকিয়ে
Pradesh?
রয়েছেন? উনি কথা বলছেন না কেন
Banerjee's
আজকাল?
police,
They are-
Kolkata
they are
police,
busy
No, no,
victim
আপনি
shaming,
গেছেন।
doing victim shaming.
Why is she hiding?
They do not allow
Priyanka,
it.
she is hiding. Mamata Banerjee is hiding. I am saying tonight, Arnab Goswami says Mamata Banerjee should come out of hiding. Why is she hiding? Where is she hiding?
What action
Every
has
day we are
BJP
questioning
taken
her. Where
against
is she
Gulzar
hiding?
Singh?
Teacher, make it
Nothing.
chai. Bangla
Who is
teacher,
shielding
make it chai.
rapists?
Where is she hiding?
BJP shields rapists.
I am asking you, where is she hiding? Why doesn't she tweet about this case? Not important enough? Why doesn't she comment on the case? Because her own party person is a rapist? Does she comment on the fact that there are so many rapists in her party? Why are there so many rapists in the Trinamool Congress? Why does the Trinamool Congress give patronage to so many
What
rapists?
happened in Hathras?
Why does she give patronage to so many
The
rapists?
rape survived, the rape victim.
Entire Bengal
The
is
body
trying
was
to do
burned.
this to her.
Priyanka!
Sprinkling
Hello.
petrol
Bengal leader,
to
make it
remove
chai.
evidence.
Entire Bengal
That's
is
the
telling
reality
you.
of BJP
Where are you?
rule
Come
Uttar
out.
Pradesh.
Come out.
What
Come
are
out
the
from the
top
place
10
where you are
states
hiding.
with the
If you have the
crimes
guts,
against
so
women?
please sit and do a press
All
conference tomorrow.
maximum 8
Say
out of the
that
10
this
top
person who
states
was
are
in your
BJP
party.
ruled.
Say,
How
who are the
many
people who supported
Mitchell has
him?
BJP
Where did he get
taken
that kind
out
of political
in
courage
Rajasthan,
from?
in Uttar
Who
Pradesh
were the
against
people who
crimes
were
against women?
boosting this
Zero.
confidence? Now
You're
you
doing
are
only politics.
protecting
BJP does only politics.
with this
In
political
Kolkata,
power. That is why these
the
rapists
accused
are getting
will-
so much of guts.
will meet
See, Arnab,
justice. The
here,
accused
victim
will be-
shaming is done.
will be
Victim shaming is done.
convicted for
Protests
rape
are not
and
allowed.
stay
But
behind bars.
rapists can roam
Mamata
freely.
Banerjee has
Whatever
demanded
assassination of a
that the
character has to be
punishment for
done
rape
will
should
be
be
done for
death,
the women.
so that
Because this
Monojit
is the
Mishra
women
can
here.
be
Bengal's
handed
main,
a
Niger
death
main.
penalty
She has
after
taught that.
conviction.
Tausif!
But
Not-
BJP
not
is
this
protecting
to their
them.
party workers.
BJP does not favor death penalty for rapists. Why BJP does not favor death penalty?
There's no
for
conviction
rapists?
in your
To
voice.
protect
Your
Kuldeep
voice is
Sanghal,
quivering.
because Kuldeep Sanghal
Your
will be
voice is
hanged.
quivering and your leader is in hiding. Ladies and gentlemen, that should be the headline today. Mamata Banerjee goes into hiding. Moving on. Thank you very much for that.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप